Alright guys, I'm here at Asbury Hills Camp. We're going to take the hike into Moonshine Falls. Supposedly used to be early in the 1800s I guess, or late 1800s, there was a distillery there. It's a Moonshine Falls, a set of falls where you can actually go behind the falls, and that's where they hit this distillery way back when. So we're going to take a hike in there today. It seems like it's somewhere between a 5 to 6 mile round trip hike, and so we're going to take a hike in there and see what it looks like. When you get here, don't worry. They didn't replace the cable bridge with this little wooden bridge. There's a cable bridge coming. Alright, we're about halfway to Moonshine Falls. We got to cross this cable bridge here. So we're going to do that right now. Feels good. There's a nice little cascade right in front of me. It's pretty cool. Woo! Woohoo! Let's die! All right. Straight must be dying. Good must be dying. Is at the cable crossing. Alright, so we're about 300 feet up from the cable crossing, and we'll hit this signpost, and from here you want to hang a right and go down that trail. Now we'll tell you, going down the trail, it's going to be pink markers now instead of red, and it's a different property owner. They're not marked as frequently as the red markings on the last piece of the trail we were on, and it's a little narrow, and now it's kept as well clean. There's a little bit of poison ivy on the trail, so just watch out for it as you head down there. There are a few downfalls, but nothing major that you can't get around here. Here's one kind of a big downfall, and you kind of go over and around or under and through that, so little tough spot, but no big deal. Alright, the last part of the trail, you gotta be careful. The trail's a little narrow, this last little bit we walked on, until you come up to this rock pile. And this rock, once you get to the rock pile, you can see the trail going to your left uphill, trail going to the right. So when you hit this rock pile, you want to go to the right, and then the trail opens up really nice. Well, we just came down through, the trail's a little bit narrow down through here, and there's a little bit of poison ivy, so you need to keep an eye out for that. It's almost mid-September right now, so anyway, stuff's still growing a little bit. But anyway, when you hit this rock pile, make sure you hang that right, and they'll head in the right direction. Shortly after you pass the rock pile, you come to this little kiosk here, and it's telling you this is where a lot of people messed up, because you're basically going off the property boundaries where you were. You're on probably 3 different pieces of property as you're coming into Moonshine Falls. So, but overall the trail's fairly well marked through here. It's pretty easy going trail, so pretty easy to follow. There's some really neat rock formations. I don't know if the video will do it justice exactly how steep this jaw is right here. But those are some very large boulders coming out side of that mountain there. It's pretty cool. So when you're coming in on the trail, the last part, the last leg that takes you down to Moonshine Falls, there's a little rock pile, and somebody's piled up debris to say don't go to the left, because you could, obviously the trail goes to the left, and there's a trail that goes to the right here. So when you hit this little rock pile, you need to hang a right, and the trees are blazed going down this trail. You'll see some red tree blazes going down this trail right here, and then you're going to go a certain distance, and then you'll see a spur that goes off to the left, and it's pretty steep, maybe 300 feet or so down to the, and you'll come out right at the edge of the falls there. So that's where we're at. Alright, we just made it to Moonshine Falls, and as you can see, there's leftover debris from when there was a distillery back here, tucked underneath the cavern here. And basically I've already set up, took a few pictures. It's a big cavernous area here, and there you kind of see the falls coming down there. And apparently, I guess, I don't know when we get a heavy rain. We haven't had rain in a couple days, but the hurricane's supposed to come through in the next couple days, Hurricane Irma, so maybe we get a lot of water. I don't know what the what this looks like when it gets a heavy water flow coming over. But basically the idea was they hid their distillery behind the waterfalls here, I guess back a century or so ago. But here we are, and big deep cavern, and pretty neat place. You can hear me over the roar of the waterfall there. Pretty cool though. Not often you get to stand right behind a waterfall. It's pretty cool. And there's the pool everything's flowing into. And as you can see, that sun's getting low, so we're gonna have to hit the trail to get back in time before it's dark. Alright, we're heading out here and trying to make it to the parking lot by dark. But it's been a good trip so far. And there's my tribe of hikers on the way out. Hopefully we'll get to the parking lot before it gets dark. Alright, just want to point something out to you. We're coming to the end of the trail, heading back out. It's getting, losing some light here. When you pass this sign right here, alright, you're just about finished, but there's a trail that's cutting off to your right. This is on the way out. And you're going to come to this Y. And when you get to this Y, I was like, uh-oh, which way do we go? Because we don't have a lot of light right now. But right on this right trail, going downhill, there's just like a step up and goes forward and then on downhill there. But this goes downhill. But there's a branch hanging out and there's some red paint on it. But you can barely make it out in this low light. So, just kind of want to point that out to you so when you're coming out, you don't take the wrong trail. But right there, that branch right there is painted. Alright, we just came out. Trail head just to the right of those canoes there, and this is the Asbury Hills camp, and it looks like they got some stuff going on here. Check out that slide down there. Looks like a pretty cool camp for kids here. Nice lake out here, and mountains in the back there.